Good morning, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car behind us, which is a 2016, and it is a Honda HRV ES model. The garage here is a family-run business in operation. There's Maxall behind me, there's Honda just here, further over there's Hyundai up there, and then up the road we've also got Mercedes as well. And then there's garages in Tullamore, Naas and Carlow. And the reason I'm saying that to you is if you're buying a car like this from ourselves, you know that a family-run business that's in operation for this long, there's going to be an after-sales service. So I guess it just gives people security and peace of mind when they're buying an expensive car. Anyway, back to the car. So as we were saying, this is 2016 Honda HRV 1.6 diesel, and this is the ES model. 2016 was actually the very first year that we had these cars in Ireland. There's a couple of very rare 2015s which were actually initially demonstrator cars registered by dealers, but after that pretty much every Honda HRV you'll see advertised is going to be a 16 at least. So the ES is the middle and probably the most popular model in them. This is what's called a metallic rouge black. So it I guess it looks like a grey at the start, but if you think about it, there's a grey car. This is more of a purpley black colour. It looks really, really cool today with the way the sun is. At a glance you would say yes, that is a purple, sorry, you would think that's a dark grey car, but once you put a grey car beside it, it looks more like a purpley black. Very, very nice. The first thing then on the outside of that car is, this car is just in, so this is actually how the previous owner used to keep it. We do need to get it cleaned up still. So looking at the front of the car, fog lights are standard down here at the front, daytime running lights in through here, and then your headlight structure in through there. That is a 1.6 litre diesel engine, which is 120 horsepower with 300 newton meters of torque, and that is a super efficient engine. You're talking somewhere in the region of 70 miles per gallon, under 4 litres per 100 kilometres is quite easily possible. I'll actually show you in a sec. The previous owner was really I suppose careful in how he drove the car, and he actually kept a full record of all the fuel that he used while he had the car. At the front of the car, I forgot to say, there's parking sensors, and then along the back there's also parking sensors as well. And then if you look down through here, the wheels are a nice diamond cut wheel, so they are today they reflect quite nicely. So if you go up close to them, you can see the reflection from my hand along here. So as the sun is shining on them, or artificial light at night, it looks really nice overall. The C-pillar down along through here has a hidden door handle, so a lot of people confuse these for a 3-door car. They are definitely a 5-door car. So after that then, we'll say in terms of the condition of the car, let's have a look. So looking down the side of the car, the quarter panel here is in nice condition. The rear door is in nice condition. The driver's door is in nice condition. The wing mirror cap is in good condition. The wing is in good condition, as is the front of the car. So we sold this car brand new. There's a full dealer service history from ourselves. Front corner of the bumper over here is in good condition, as is the bonnet. I'm sure there's got to be a couple of stone chips because it is a car that's been on the road obviously, and you will always find one or two small little chips, but we can probably tidy them up. And after that, I would be very happy with the level of stone chips on the bonnet. Every car's got stone chips, it's just a fact of life. So front left-hand wing of the car, very good. Passenger door down onto the rear door, rear quarter panel, all very good. The car is, as we were saying, one owner from new, non-accident car. So we have the full history from the car from here, so I can be very sure in terms of how the car has been looked after. Again, the car has not been cleaned yet, so this is the size of the boot. Spare wheel recess can be in there, but people use it for storage, and actually quite seldom do people actually put a spare wheel into these cars. But it is an option. Handle there to close down the boot, and then in terms of the inside, it has the magic seat set up like the Civic. So in terms of the back, everyone has a, first of all, child lock back through here, electric through windows, nice surround around the speaker. And then in terms of the back, there is 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, and these seats are a magic seat kind of setup, so I can literally grab that, fold that down, and now what I have is a tall mode for getting stuff in and out of. So it's really useful, or else then I can drop that down and I can bring the seat forward like a normal car, drop down the headrest, and you get a nice flat section in through there. So you get actually pretty much, once that's actually down, you get kind of area that's comparable to a small van. Armrest in through the centre. Isofix is over here. Isofix is also over here. Previous owner had mature children, so the rear of the car has had a very easy life. So again, we have not cleaned this car, literally not a bit. So this is how the car has come in. So in terms of those seats and carpets and the rear of the front seats, they're all in very nice condition. There's a 12-volt outlet back here with a drinks holder too. After that then, the road tax of these cars for the year is €190. Chrome door handle in through here. One other thing I want to show you is, once the lights are on, you can basically lock the car, and it has a full closure style setup. So if you lock the car, if you watch the wing mirrors, they fold in from the key. If I unlock the car, I can get the windows to come down automatically, or similarly if I lock the car again, I can get the windows to go back up. The wing mirrors will not come back out until I open up this driver's door in through here, and then they'll pop back out of their own accord. Right, on the inside over here you have electrics for windows and for mirrors. There's an economy function in through here which reduces how aggressive the cruise control and the air conditioner is as well. After that we have a lane change warning which warns us if we're drifting over the white line on the road. We can turn off the alarm. Traction control is in through here as well, and height of the lights as well. In terms of sensing at the front, there is automatic lights and wipers and a collision mitigation set up here. So that means headlights will come on when it gets dark. They will also, when they meet a car, they will also actually dip. So you meet a car, headlights dip, go back into a countryside area, they'll go full again. Wipers, when it rains, will also come on automatically. And a city brake function, which basically means if it's looking forward and it sees an obstruction in front of it, what it's going to do under 32 kilometers an hour, if you don't hit the brakes or the clutch, it's going to react and try and stop you from hitting that object that's in front. The car has travelled just about 85. Service is due, which we need to do 84, just about 85,000 kilometers on the car. So this is part of the eco function as well. If you look here, I'm just going to release this handbrake and move forward to get into a slightly darker area. So if you look forward in through here, this red light changes to green as you're driving economically. So if I move forward for a sec and I'm driving in an economical fashion, you see the way it's gone green now, and if I floored, then it's gone red as well. So it's actually pretty useful, to be fair. The trip computer is in through here, so it's telling you things like your average speed, fuel efficiency, next service due, how much fuel is left on the car, and this up here is telling you what the next speed sign coming is. So if you pass at 30, 40, 80 kilometers, 120 kilometers an hour, it's going to come up here. And also it's got an intelligent speed limiter, which is damn cool. So that means we can go into turn it on, we can hit limit in through here, which is just limiting your speed, or we can have an intelligent limiter which now says the speed sign is whatever speed it is, and it means that the car will not exceed that speed within that speed limit zone. So dead handy stuff. Wipers, we said, were automated. White lights were automated as well. Bluetooth in through here. The heating functions are up and down through here, and touch and swipe, warm, cold, front and rear windscreen demisters. You do have electronic handbrake, but it can be automated. So if I just literally go for first gear, I can choose to let this down, or I can just drive forward and it'll automatically release. However, when I finish my journey, I engage that and I go for gear and I leave the car parked. There is also a park hold function. So if I'm driving forward, I have the park hold on. What that means is park hold, oops, I have to put on the safety belt first. So while I do that, if it's it's giving me a warning over here. So again, park hold, brake hold I meant to say. If I put on the brake hold, light is up through here, I drive forward, I hit the brake, this tells me I'm being held. That means now I cannot roll forwards or backwards or anything like that until I literally go for gear again, hit the accelerator and move forward. So it's just handy rather than you having to go up the hill holding your handbrake, and it's a bit of a substitute for that. Storage in through here, and then down in the center you have USB and auxiliary connectors and all that kind of stuff are down in through here. And then this has the Android radio setup which you can use to surf the net. So it has all the major functionality like you'd expect: audio, Bluetooth, trip information in through here, and then you've got more Android stuff, so like a browser. Now I haven't connected my phone yet, but it would go through, oops, handbrake on, it would go through Wi-Fi if we were to do that. The car, as we were saying, 2 keys, full dealer service history from ourselves. The mileage is, yes, above average for this year of car. However, it has a meticulous service history, and we're about to do another service on it. And the previous owner, actually, to give you an idea, this is not a Honda thing, this is just a generalised app. His average fuel consumption over the period of time, 4.4 litres, and his best was about 4 litres, as we were saying. So you're really getting close to the 70 miles per gallon range. And this is just something he kept, so that'll give you an idea of the type of person that used to own the car, somebody that's into the car and looked after it. The seat over here is in excellent condition, as is my seat, the armrest here, and then around the steering wheel and gear knob, they are free of wear. Just to give you an idea in terms of acceleration, these are 120 horsepower. This is a brilliant engine, same engine that's in the Civic. So I have a little chest harness on here at the moment. So if I floor the car now, lots and lots of power. And similarly again in a more real world situation, so third gear, 2000 RPM, we're doing about what, 55 kilometers an hour. If I floor the car now, see okay, we are less economical because of the red, but it moves along really swiftly. So if you're familiar with the HRV and you're looking at 2016, if you come to look at a car like this, I think you'll be quite happy in terms of condition overall and the fact that it is a nice, genuine one-owner car with a full service history. If you're not familiar with the HRV and you're looking for a car that's not a big bulky SUV, but it does have a nice high driving position, it's 190 euros a year on road tax, it's extremely fuel efficient, it's got the Honda reliability, and it's got a very, very nice spec level, then this is definitely a car that is worth considering. And at the price point we have the car, there's a significant saving over a brand new one. Over 33% has gone off the price of this car after 2 years, so I think it's very, very good value. If you'd like some information, give me a shout please, 086-843-1945. I can give you an idea what your trade-in is worth on a car like this, and I can also give you an idea in terms of financing and all that kind of stuff, because we deal with all the major lenders. So hopefully this particular Honda HRV even is of interest. Thanks for taking time to watch. Brian is my name, 086-843-1945, and it's Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town. Thank you.